Hello everyone, Carrington here from Open Heart Games, and we are back with our playthrough of the Tyranny of Dragons, which is the first 5th edition module that came out, and we are going to be joined by a guest star, but before we get to that, I wanted to talk a little bit about, if you didn't get a chance to catch our stream, it was wildly successful for our 12-hour marathon. We have raised, year-to-date, over $4,000. We just hit that this week. And we are so thankful to all of our patrons, all of our supporters, all of our players, and everyone who donated. Thank you all so much. You have helped us so much. And once again, a portion of all of our sales and the entirety of the money raised during our 12-hour marathons goes directly to the Extra Life charity benefiting Children's Miracle Hospitals and our local children's hospital here in Roanoke, which is Carillion Children's. So again, thank you so much. We were also very fortunate, blessed even, I would say. This year, our first year of doing these Extra Life marathons, to be the top donor for the top Extra Life donor for our hospital. So that is absolutely fantastic, and I'm over the moon about that. So thank you so much. And if you would like to donate, I'll put a link in the chat, and we will always be accepting donations until the end of the year. We're going to try and get that bar as high as we can, so that'll be the bar to beat for next year. So again, thank you all so much who've done that. Now then, so I'm going to skip over Koresh today, and actually all the way down to Pip here, and I'm going to introduce a friend of mine and a mentor, Jonathan Miles.
Hello, everyone.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I am a college professor, and I teach philosophy, particularly moral philosophy. So I'm the reason why people don't like moral philosophy. I'm happy to be playing a Harengon, a rabbit folk, which I've always wanted to play. So.
Very exciting. And for those who have read the Open Heart Games blog, you actually played in the campaign that I have now called Crucible, which is the first world that I built, if memory serves. Yep.
I remember sitting around that table. Yes.
Yeah. Good times. I thank you for your patience, because that was kind of my real cutting my teeth as a game master, learning what to do and what not to do. And weaving stories, sometimes unsuccessfully.
Yeah, we had lots of people die in that campaign, as I recall.
Mistakes were made.
Choices
happened. Yeah. So excellent. And then, like I said, we're going to go from Pip. We're going to go right down to Zed and introduce that.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? BGX Mage here in chat and on Twitch. And I play the ever so lovable, ever so cute kobold monk named Zed, who wants to grow up one day and become a dragon.
All right. And before I just go, all right, cool, we're done, and then skip to the end of the chat, let's go back up to the top with Koresh.
It's okay. I don't mind being last, guys. My name's Jabril. I'll be popping into chat as Jabrilopad from time to time. I pilot Korash. He's a tiefling sorcerer with a charismatic personality. All
right, and who can forget our wonderful druid, Patron Purpleheart, who was unfortunately not able to be here last time, so he made an NPC who was fine, but it just was no patron.
Well, I mean, who can be a patron? Yes, I am Brad, also known as Hitohari in chat. I'm joining us as Patron Purpleheart, our bear tank, if you will.
Bear tank.
And Zed's favorite mount.
Yep. Sometimes you just have to ride a bear into battle, or a wolf, depending. So. Just to bring our audience up to speed, as I mentioned before, we are playing through the Tyranny of Dragons. We're going to be playing through both modules, Horde of the Dragon Queen, and then into Rise of Tiamat. And what has happened right now is the party was on their way traveling across the green fields in the southern part of the Sword Coast when they happened upon their destination of Greenest, a village, a farming village, which does have a keep but not many other defenses. And they found it beset upon by a bunch of raiders and bandits and whatnot. And they decided to intervene and took the fight to these interlopers. And after a very long night, were able to successfully defend Greenest and save a lot of its people, putting themselves in harm's way. After they were able to kind of recuperate, the leaders of the town asked the party to track down these raiders and figure out where they had gone to, where are they coming from, and are they planning to attack again? So those are the goals of the party right now. The party has tracked and kind of run into two groups of these raiders. The first of which was kind of a disorganized group of stragglers that had kind of been left behind, were just trying to cook over a campfire. The players easily dispatched them. The second group was actually more of a rear guard, which threw the players the characters kind of for a loop as they had to fight viciously against them. They were joined, of course, by a barbarian warlock named Twitch. Because Twitch chat helped us make that character, which then ran around and took the fight. But after kind of enacting some of his revenge, he went on his merry way. And maybe we'll see him again. Maybe we won't. Time will tell. But that is the goal here, is for them to figure out who the leaders are, how where are they, what's motivating these attacks, and where they plan to strike next. If they're able to recover any valuables, he would like them returned. But recovering the treasure is a lesser goal when compared to trying to discover why these raiders are doing what they're doing and where they're going. So the last time the players had just made their way, let's see here.
The most important detail about this barbarian warlock named Twitch was that it was a Kenku.
Oh, yes. He did a lot of the squawking. So, very, very good. All right, so we can just kind of jump.
I heard that.
What was that?
That I wish I had heard the squawking.
Yeah, there was some squawking. You can check it out on our Twitch channel. Twitch had an and also Twitch did get them into trouble because they were trying to avoid combat, and Twitch is a barbarian and was having none of that. A barbarian with a rapier, that was weird. But you got to do what you got to do.
Listen, as chat put it, Twitch had an itch and it had to be scratched.
It's true. Let's see here. All right, we are in none of these locations. Sorry, one moment here. I'm trying to find where we're located on these maps. Here we are. Boom.
Off as... Yeah.
All right. So, as you all are trying to figure out exactly how you want to approach this camp is located in the hollow of a rocky plateau that's roughly shaped like a horseshoe. It rises gently from the surrounding land, but quickly steepens and ascends to the height of 150 feet above the landscape. Boulders form jumbled heaps at the bases of the cliff. The level shelves and whatnot of the plateau are covered in long grass, and bushy, scrubby trees grow in patches here and there. So, as you are kind of making your approach, are you trying to be cautious as you're doing so, or not?
Cautious is Zed's middle name. Of
I
course,
would like to be as cautious as wouldn't be suspicious, being that we're dressed up as cultists.
Oh, I should mention as we get crazy here, one of our players unfortunately was not able to make it tonight, and thus we are going to be down our cleric. But as most of this is going to be, let me rephrase, as most of this ought to be non-combat role-playing encounters, operative word, I'm not as worried. But who knows? If we have to roll initiative, and you roll the dice. So as you, I will also mention as part of what we do in our stream here, for those of you who are joining us, I'll pepper in some advice for storytelling and also some game advice here and there, dungeon mastering tips, and why I'm doing some of the things that I'm doing, as well as some tips and tricks on how to make Roll20 and D&D Beyond and the interfaces work for you. So with that said, as you were you said we were trying to kind of be off to the side. Is that correct?
GM, am I here yet? Have they shown up, or are we gonna just hand-wave that part?
That's what I'm going to do here in just a moment.
Okay.
I am going to have the party. Are you going to try and stay at a distance and kind of scout out the surrounding, or kind of keep an eye at things?
Yes.
Okay. If that's the case, Pip, how would you like to approach this? You kind of notice? Would you notice this group of folks, or?
Well, I think I would be a little bit rattled. So for those that are watching the stream, Pip is a rabbit folk who wears kind of a serape or something along those lines all over him, and peeking out from one side is a mechanical arm, a sort of steampunk-looking arm on one side, and he's carrying both a pistol and a rifle, so he looks a little bit like a gunslinger, sort of. Where am I in relation to this sort of rocky area and everything that's here?
Can you see on Roll20 roughly where you are? You probably can't, because I haven't given your token sight, because I'm the worst. Nope, there we are. I think you can see. Can you see now?
Now I'm still not seeing anything at the moment.
What if we just put a torch there? Does that work? Oops.
Oh, there we go. Now I see myself.
Excellent. All right, and everyone else.
If I'm correct, I was led back with the scent of beer.
Yeah, you're back.
Yes. Patron was not able to make it last time, as I had mentioned, because he had some very bear-like urges and had to wander over and bat at a beehive.
So I think I've kind of I'm on the trail of some dragon cultists. Would I see them across the little ravine area there?
Yeah, we can say that you can see them, and if you'd like, make your approach. They seem to also be keeping an eye for these folks as well.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do. Can they see me on the other side?
Do you want them? Do you want them to?
I'm gonna kind of be cautious. So I'm going to attempt to hide.
Sure.
You want me to roll that? Or
sure. Yeah. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Roll play it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And would you want us to roll perception checks?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll perception.
Well, I got a 4, so yeah, you can see me just fine. And the way this is he kind of looks a little bit like disoriented, because I think I just came out of the Feywild, and so I'm still a little bit, you know how those trips from the Feywild to the prime material kind of
Really take it out of you.
they take it out of you a little bit. So I'm kind of, you know, just sort of wandering around for a minute, kind of shaking my head and my ears just a little bit. So they, I'm sure, can see me just fine. And if I recognize that they see me, I'll just raise my hand a little bit and say, "Well met."
Okay. You raise your hand and say, "Well met." There's a glint off of your metal arm, as you see, and I guess you all make your approach. I'll let you make your in-character introductions.
Carrington, quick question: is a sorcerer a short rest mechanic character, like a warlock?
Not quite.
Okay.
I think you get your things back.
And you can also spend sorcery points to get spells back.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. I rolled a 14, so I would notice him almost immediately.
Yep.
With a 4 for stealth. I will. How is he dressed?
Describe your character again, Pip.
Yeah, so he's kind of got a serape on, you know, kind of a cloak that just sort of covers the top part of him, and a hood, but the ears are sticking out of the hood. I'm not sure how prevalent the Harengon are here, but you probably, with a 21, you probably recognize that he's packing a pistol.
I'm going to draw at least one dagger and step this way just to get a little bit of distance.
Okay.
And then look to the group for their reaction to this situation before I just start cutting people up.
What does Zed think about this?
That needs to know is it daylight out or not.
Yes.
All right. So with disadvantage.
Oh no!
Wait, is that a thing?
For him.
It is.
It's a
It
kobold.
is for kobolds. If it's light out and I have to do a perception check, it's not good for me. Usually.
Hey, you still see him.
From Zed's point of view, the creature that he sees is, you know, about the same height as him. Maybe just a hair taller.
Haha.
A hair, right?
Ha. Sorry.
That was a pun for the group. Out of character. He's curious about the arm because he saw something shiny.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it out of Zed. He's very, very timid, and he's kind of looking at Patron of like, what's up? What's going on?
Okay. Patron, you had wanted to say something a moment ago.
Yes. So, couple logistical questions. Do we still have our cart? I know they lured me back with beer. I mean, it's the best way.
Yep.
All right. So we still have the cart and we still have the beer. Then Patron would have been pouring himself a mug of beer, and obviously just intuitioned he needed an extra cup, and would, for one, hand a beer to all of our party members, even though he knows Zed probably won't drink it, and then walk on over and hand Pip a mug of ale. Is like, oh, interesting ears.
Pip will definitely take the mug and sniff it, you know, with his nose going back and forth, and just want to make sure it's not poisonous or anything, and so he'll take a tentative sip of it, and he will say,
Nothing. He dies immediately. Ha ha ha! Just kidding.
Tricky dwarven immunity to poisons, my man.
there you go. Unless it's iocane powder.
There you go. And we've reached the part in the broadcast where we reference the Princess Bride. Carry on.
The Monty Python will be next.
Yes.
So Pip will take a sip of it and he will say thank you. I'm not exactly sure where I am, but I'm on the trail of some bad men.
Patron will grasp him by the shoulder and go, I often am not on the track of where I am.
Point of order, Korash looks uncomfortable.
Okay.
Zed's still infatuated by the arm.
All right.
Pip, when you get a close look at Patron, you're gonna notice some oddities for a druid. I actually have what looks like linked scale-looking metal designed into my armor, and I have a axe on strode along my back. The axe itself made of bone, and the grip of the axe made from a very bright purple wood.
Pip says, "Who's the leader of your obviously well-stocked band?"
The three of them laugh. No, I'm kidding.
I would point to Zed and go, obviously it's the small scaly one, eh?
Sometimes, maybe when only you need dragons to talk about. I like dragons. Do you like dragons, rabbit guy?
No. As a general rule, I do not.
No?
No.
Oh, they're so fascinating. I've got a whole book of facts on them. I'll have to share a fact with you sometime. Maybe you'll love them after.
Who's the guy who handed me the beer again? Was that
Those Patron Purple Heart.
Patron? Pip just looks over at you and says, "Surely not the leader. Not him."
I mean, he rides me into combat. What else would you call a leader?
Shakes his head a little bit, and
Zed for like 2 seconds kind of like puffed his chest up until Pip said that surely not the leader, and then he quickly just neck shriveled back down into his clothing like,
Aww.
I guess not.
It's at this point that with my dagger still tucked against my arm, not really visible, I would pipe up from kind of semi behind, like right here, not necessarily hiding, but not being in plain sight. Our friend prefers to lead without being in front. What might your name be?
my name is Ricochet Cottontail, but my friends call me Pip.
That's a nice name. I'm Zed. As you look at the little red scaly kobold.
Just the nose twitches back and forth, the ears twitch back and forth. Slightest of nods.
When you say you're trailing bad men,
Yes, I'm trailing bad people. Have you heard of the dragon cult?
Oh, the meanies? Absolutely. We hate them.
one more point of order, we're all dressed like cultists.
Oh,
Well,
if I had realized that, I'm sorry I didn't realize that.
Well, not everyone. Only one person
Yeah.
is dressed like a cultist right
only
now.
one person.
like-
I am
was like,
100% not.
Oh, is that me?
And who is that?
It's just you.
Yeah,
Oh,
Who is it that's dressed
sweet.
like a cultist?
It's me.
it's Korash. Korash is
Korash.
dressed like a cultist.
The one that's asking you
Okay.
questions.
Oh, the one who handed me the beer.
No, that was
No, no.
Patrick.
Don't worry, we'll get there by the end of this.
Um,
By the end of the broadcast.
Korash.
I'm
Korash
sorry.
is a
It's okay.
Korash is a average, about 6 foot tall, lean, red skin tiefling. I have. It's broad daylight, right?
Sure is ish.
What does dressed like a cultist mean exactly?
I am currently wearing exactly what you would expect to see the cultists wearing. Because it was what cultists were wearing.
We got in some fights.
Well, I
and we
understand
took-
that, but I mean, is it a uniform, or is it just, you know, your standard apropos black hooded robe?
If I'm not mistaken, it's like
hang on, wait, I got this, because I have a picture, hang on, a picture to share with the group, somewhere.
Are you sharing it on
Roll 20.
Roll
Yep.
20.
So everyone would be able to see it. Boom, boom, handout,
Ow.
boom.
Ow.
Okay.
Except the cloak is wings.
All right. So I probably would ask you: have you captured a cultist? And you see his hands hover ever so closer to his pistol.
I find it taxing to capture people.
Then
Yeah.
who's that? 'Cause he looks like a dragon cultist.
When you say who's that, you would be pointing straight at me. My name is Korash. And to begin with, I would not be traveling with these people if I was a cultist.
I mean,
This was my thought as well. You don't act like a cultist, you're just dressed like one. So I assume subterfuge is afoot.
You would be correct.
Stamps his little foot on the ground.
Does it go tap, 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 tap?
It goes tap, 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 tap.
The nose twitches.
Oh, that was neat.
You would be correct.
Then I assume you are no friends of the dragon cultists.
No, they're a bunch of meanies.
What he said.
Well, then, are well met. I am on the trail of the dragon cultists. I had tracked some out of the Feywild to here, and he reaches over and kind of adjusts something on his arm, and you see, sort of the mechanical fingers kind of flex back and forth.
Whoa.
And he says, I've lost their trail since we came out of the Feywild. Have you seen any cultists this direction? Are you on the trail? Are you hunting them too?
I will put my dagger away. Not sneakfully. Patron, you were going to say something and I cut you off.
Oh, all good, man. Yeah, I was gonna say, Patron will have gulped down his beer, and with a nice beer laden mustache, be like, "Oh yeah, I think they're right over there."
Which way does he point?
Towards this direction.
Yep.
Korash will, without looking, hand his beer to Patron.
Please tell me Patron uses his beard, as a napkin, and just,
Of course.
vile.
You gotta save that flavor somehow.
It's gross. Anyways.
First off, this is the man who has eaten several heads as a bear. I'm just pointing this out,
And you make your choices. All right.
So Pip his nose will twitch a little faster, his ears will twitch, and will take a tentative step towards the direction they pointed. And when he's not facing them, but facing down this sort of ravine area or whatever, he'll draw his pistol, and which looks kind of like a wand in a holder, sort of. runes on the sides of it, more than you would think of like an actual gun. And he will say, "Well, then let's crack on then."
Point of order. No. I intend not to walk straight into the middle of that camp. At all. Quite honestly. I would prefer to scout and collect as much information as possible before we set foot in that camp. Thereafter, we can form a plan to go in without being captured, killed, and eaten.
All right.
Patron will look at Korash and be like, "Now, I'm the one that does the eating."
I like to not get eaten.
Patron, they have a dragon.
We have a bear.
When did this become the Avengers?
Hey, hear me out.
Don't sue me, Disney.
While you are a fearsome bear, it's a dragon.
Fair point.
You mean Lenny? Lenny's not going to do anything to us.
Who the heck is Lenny?
The
Oh.
blue dragon
Yeah, he's our buddy.
that I talked to.
Oh,
Was
I
y'all-
was
buddies.
I was
Dragon.
gone that day. I was gone that day. I apologize.
Oh, you were? Okay, yeah.
I just
no,
love the,
they-
who the heck is Lenny? That was amazing.
To be fair, that's not his actual name, so it's a fair question.
well, you all know I'm terrible with names, so I just give everyone a name as I see fit. And Lenny's the big blue dragon that was flying around the town.
Sure.
We made a deal and said, leave us alone, and in return we have to kill someone. But again, I'm so bad with names, I don't remember who we have to kill.
Yeah,
If we-
Korash. Lenny's the big blue dragon that lives by the sea.
All right, as the players are kind of figuring out what they want to do and how they want to try and enter the camp, we're gonna do a cutaway to another scene, because in Horde of the Dragon Queen, and this is just my opinion, in Horde of the Dragon Queen and in Rise of Tiamat, there's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes that the players do not know about. But I want to try and give some more depth and some more interest into these characters, because they're well-written characters, but they're kind of written just for the Game Master, and you don't really get to see them. Just usually it's that the villain comes out and goes, "Ha-ha!" and maybe has like a 2-second thing that they say, like, "You'll never stop me," and then they die, and there's just like, that's it. Like, the players... So I want to try and give them a little bit more depth. In order to do so, I want... I like the dichotomy of being able to do the light versus the dark. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start our scene. I've given one of the players some of the information. Obviously, I, as the game master, have the information as well. But the scene is going to open up with Langdarosa Cyanrath, played by Korash, marching brazenly into the camp, having proudly defeated one of the adventurers in an honor battle, and marches right into the mastermind of the attack on Greenist's tent, throwing open the thing, where Frula Mondath, of course here is a picture of Langdarosa.
Lovely.
Yep, and that will be played by Korash.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I will be playing as this person, who's the leader of the people who's the leader of the attack on Greenist, who is Frulam Mondath.
For a long Mothbat.
Yes, Frulam Mondath, and Jonathan is going to take the role of of Resmir, who is the mastermind of this attack. And this is Resmir. Resmir, like Langdarosa, is a half-dragon as well. So, with that, Langdarosa walks into this thing, throws open the thing, and strides in as Resmir is looking over this map of the entire Sword Coast and kind of moving pawns around on it. Frula Mondath is standing there as well, and just kind of has her arms crossed and kind of rolls her eyes as Langdarosa approaches. And Frulam says, "I take it that your honor duel went well, seeing as you're still standing here."
Quite well, thank you.
Resmir.
Look like Resmir says, "You look like the cat, the dragon who ate the proverbial Brock."
Why, thank you.
I was
How
just...
goes?
Go ahead.
No, please, go ahead.
How goes the
Give me your
plans?
report.
I was just about to fill Resmir in on the plan before you so rudely interrupted.
Rudely, I am welcome at these meetings.
The attack
Not
went...
forget your place.
Of course, Worm Speaker. The attack went very well on the city. We were able to find a great many riches. The Greenlands seem to be able to provide a great many resources and wealth for the Dragon Queen's ascension. We hope that these offerings we were able to load into carts and whatnot will please you. However, some of the stragglers have yet to report in, and she looks at Langdarosa with disdain.
He thoroughly ignores her.
Unsurprisingly.
Resmir's kind of looking at these two, like, how do I play them off against each other?
There is no need for that. It is very obvious that Sarenrath has zero respect for her.
Even though she is his superior.
Exactly.
Yeah, because she's not a dragon, right?
She's not. She's just a human.
She's just a human.
Mm-hmm.
So Resmir gets this kind of smile and says, "Go on, Sarenrath. Know that you want to crow about your accomplishments. Give us a status report."
I single-handedly captured the mill. And while I was at it, I broke their spirit.
Good.
It was risky, if you ask me. He only took 20 kobolds with him as his honor guard.
I needn't bodyguards.
Well, there's no point in second guessing, is there? You were successful. What kind of information have you gotten from him?
From who?
Person that you captured? You said you captured one of the males.
No, captured the mill.
Oh, the mill. Oh, good. Okay.
I am happy to report that we captured a monk who was trying to infiltrate our camp. We are currently in the process of trying to break him, and we will in time. But unfortunately, some of us were too busy trying to fight for our honor and not trying to watch our flanks.
See that you break him quickly.
Of course, Wormspeaker. And with that, she kind of brushes past Langdarosa and quickly exits the tent.
As soon as she is out of earshot, or I assume she's out of earshot.
Yep.
That woman continually dishonors me.
I'm less concerned about your honor than I am that our plans continue.
Why then do you trust that human?
She is useful
She.
for the time being. And she has gotten results so far.
I
But she
have
is
been-
just a human.
I have been hindered from the start, working underneath of her.
You will do what you are told. But I will tell you this. If she fails, you will be the one to administer my justice.
As you wish.
And with that,
Right.
Langdorosa exits the tent as well, and we end the scene. Star swipes right, because why would you use any other transition than star swipe?
Oh, we gotta do the Batman, like the '80s Batman.
Oh, but it's just a giant D20, just like. All right, yeah,
Exactly.
excellent. And comes back to the players, or the party, as they are now watching as they're now trying to watch the camp. You're able to see that it just seems like there are people just kind of trickling in, and I'm gonna have everyone roll perception. That's all right.
I'm assuming the time of day has not changed.
Look at me.
It is not.
I can roll on here, I guess. I do know.
Yeah, you can just type /R 1d20 plus your modifier. Yeah.
Yeah. 1d20. Since the beyond is not working here.
Yeah, no problem at all.
+2, so let's. Oh, it's gonna be a 1d2. That would not have been good.
Yeah, 1d20, and then plus your perception is +2. It looks like.
Yeah. So it's slash or is it R?
It's /R. Yeah, /R 1d20, and then you can hit plus, and then hit 2, and it'll add it in for you.
Yeah, and then hit enter, right?
Yep.
It says unrecognized command.
You got to put a space in between the R and the 1d20.
Ah, there we go. All right, sorry, folks.
No problem. We're all here to learn. That is something that you can always do. Like right now, for example, there's a plugin that works between D&D Beyond and Roll20, and unfortunately, that's not working for one of our players, which happens sometimes. But never let those technical difficulties get in between you and your players enjoying the game. So try and find a fix. Make it work. It might be a little bit painful in the meantime, but don't try and stop the game and try and do all the kinds of fixes. Just find something that works and then move on. So, anyways.
Speaking of painful, there's my perception.
That is, in fact, a 9. But that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it looks like we have some pretty good perception rolls. Zed's having a little trouble seeing right now, just due to how bright it is, but still can kind of see. So Korash and Patron see something very interesting, and that is that the head of the camp. It seems like people are straggling into the camp, and people are kind of straggling into the camp. It doesn't seem like the guards that are kind of posted seem to kind of just be waving people through. Cursory look at this and that. Mostly just a jovial, like, oh yeah, look at you and this and that. So.
Sure.
So something to consider.
With my 21 perception, can I get a idea how many people are in the camp by any chance?
Since you're not really like up looking down at the camp, you can't. Because as it is right now, you guys are kind of on the outsides here.
Sure.
Kind of on the outside here. You would need to move up into like this area, like on top of something to look down. I'm going to use this to look down at the camp.
Okay. Does that seem possible without being sighted?
Yeah, it definitely seems like there's some scraggly brush and trees and whatnot, but it will require you to use athletics.
Woof. I owe some people some strength.
Literally.
I mean, I feel like I could always go up there and scout.
You can.
As far as athletics are concerned, I have negative athletics.
So, it'd be fair to say that you owe some people some athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. Okay.
Would acrobatics work?
It is going to be athletics to climb up these things, unfortunately. Because you have to climb up.
That leaves me out. I'm scrawny rabbit.
Scrawny rabbit, huh?
I'll just give it a shot.
Okay. Roll it up. Hey, look at that. A 10. You're able to, like, climb up to the top of this thing. And I need for you to also make a stealth check.
Sure. Oh my! So the irony of that is my stealth is the exact opposite of my athletics.
All right. So as you get to the very top, you grab onto a handhold and pull yourself up, and then as you kind of like roll over to get to the top of this, because you barely make the check, and you put your hair, you kind of like lay down and you hit a bunch of rocks that go skittering down into the camp.
Oh.
Now, I have a question, Carrington.
Yep.
Would you say that I would have maybe seen a giant spider in my lifetime?
I mean, you also could turn into a bear.
Yeah, but they ain't as good as stealthing or climbing as a
That
spider.
second part is incorrect. Because bears have a climb speed. I saw that the other day.
They do have a 30-foot climb speed. Who knew?
Boom! I did. It was me. I did. It was me. I knew that.
And knowing is half the battle.
Gosh, it sure is. The other half is gratuitous amounts of violence.
That's great.
All right, yeah. Yeah, I looked at that and I was like, huh, that's weird. I should bring that up sometime.
Well, you got your moment. Still, my question stands about giant spiders.
Would you have seen one in your life? You know what? Let's roll for it. I'm feeling generous. Pick a die.
What about a little spider?
That's also not. You've definitely seen a little spider.
Sure, not as cool though.
Sure. All right. Are you going to turn into a
Jay
spider?
Can't ride it. Well, I'm waiting for the roll to see if I've actually seen a giant spider in my life.
All right.
You said you're feeling generous.
All right. I'm feeling generous. Pick a die.
Let's go with a D12.
1d12. All right. Cool. High or low?
Let's go with high.
We're going to choose high. All right. 9, 10, 11. You've seen one. That's going to be a no, unfortunately. But you've definitely seen a regular spider you've seen. And you've seen a drake. Is that helpful? Probably not.
Well, I mean, if I could transform into a drake, that'd be
You
awesome.
sure can't.
I can't. Sure can't. Thanks, D&D. That would have been
Level
dope.
2.
Level 2. Level 2.
Well, I mean, so slight metagaming. He is a Circle of the Moon druid, which is arguably one of the strongest druids in existence.
Yeah, it's straight busted. I'm not gonna lie. It's straight busted. The disappointing part is the fact that like the Fizbins came out was perfect time for me to be able to like learn things like transforming into drakes, and D&D said druids don't get that, and I made a sad face and then chose Circle of the Moon.
I love Fizbins. It's fantastic. I bought it. I bought the module in Roll20 for this campaign so I can add new things. So when I do dragon fights and things like that, I can add more content. I am a little disappointed that there's not, because they were just like, monks, rangers, here you go. But what about druids? Here you go.
You get monks and rangers.
That's it. So, anyways, all right. So,
You do get psychic dragons. So,
yeah,
you know.
which is sweet.
Well, I guess I'm gonna use a wild shape to transform into a tiny spider, which is no fun.
All right.
Which still has a climb speed of 20 feet and a huge perception check, so yeah. I'm gonna get up there.
All right.
You can ride me this time.
True, I could.
All right.
But
So,
yeah. I'm gonna get all the way to the tippy top in
all
my
right.
tiny spider.
Go ahead and can we readjust the camera slightly? Zed is also our camera person to the left. Yep. Oh no. We flew too close to the sun. Like Icarus.
I'm gonna blame you with all your infinite windows.
Is it me? Am I just closing my windows? Is that what I need to do? Alright, I'll do that. Alright, what if I get rid of this one? Okay. Alright, cool. Maybe that
Stop
works.
playing Candy Crush.
I'm trying to play. I'm trying to play. 3 copies of Doom 3 at the same time.
It's all right.
All right. Anyways.
I also refreshed it, so we're good to go.
All right. So you are standing on the edge of this, and you can see down here into this canyon. That there's quite a few people as you're kind of looking around here.
Would you like a perception check from my tiny little spider?
Yes, and I would also like 2 more stealth checks, 1 from each of you. Actually, hang on. Yes, I would like it from each of you. One stealth check each.
Pretty sure the spider goes
No.
unrecognized.
I would say, like, I am an itty bitty spider on a gigantic cliff.
Yeah, so you're gonna get advantage and pluses.
Did you need me to
You
make a
don't
stealth
get
check again?
I
or
did.
is
By
that for
something
him?
else.
Yeah.
I apologize. I was checked out.
Oh my gosh, look at it, 23. Just.
I am an itty bitty spider on a gigantic cliff.
Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie. If you would have rolled like a 1, I would have immediately been like, nothing can spot me, and I'll be like, you're right, and then a lizard would eat you.
Bite your legs off.
He turned to a dwarf, and the lizard's like, I don't understand. This has never happened before. Oh man.
Wow,
And
that
yes.
spider was really filling.
All right, so the both of you, you notice that there are a couple of folks down here that kind of took notice of the rocks falling, but you don't seem to have been spotted, and they kind of have gone back to what they were doing previous. Just they kind of scanned the plateau, and that's it. Wandering around this.
Why can't I see? What the heck is? Oh, okay.
We moved. We're up.
Yep.
I was like, what?
As you're kind of looking over the camp, you can see that from a distance that there are quite a few people here. There are about 150 individuals milling about the camp, and it seems that more come in every few minutes.
Okay.
That's it.
What was our... So, I know that the dragons, our objective is to kill Tyranny. What was our objective here again?
So a couple of objectives for you.
Yes, I can go to my quest tracker.
There you go.
Let's go.
We have a monk we're supposed to try and hopefully find, maybe.
Sure.
We were supposed to scout the camp for the local peoples.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And I'm pretty sure those are the only two main objectives, other than also kill that
Fair enough.
Sarenrath, and also our personal mission to avenge our comrade and murder that blue dragon.
Yep, that's Sarenrath. Yep.
That's Tyranny.
I'm gonna add it. I'm gonna add that to the thing.
Mondath. We want to kill Frulamombat. That was the one from the blue dragon.
Yep.
Yep. Lenny wants us to kill Furlong. We have a monk to save, and we're just on a recon mission for info.
Sure. So, collect all the information, slowly get off the cliff.
Yep. I'm
That is
updating
what I
the
would
crap,
like to do.
the quest tracker as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that something we can see?
Yes. Let me make sure. Yep, there it is. And I'll update this to be a little bit smaller.
Is this on Roll20?
Yep, it is. I'm gonna save it right now. One thing I will always mention, when it comes to using Roll20 and any information in here, save your work. Because if you hit the back button or your window crashes or anything like that, anything that you didn't save previously, you will lose. So I've done that too many times. I actually recommend using a Word document or a text file or an Office doc or whatever for your notes, and then just Control-C, Control-V, and copy it into that. It's a much safer way to do that so you don't lose your notes as you're typing them, and you can save yourself a lot of time when you're doing your prep. Save your work. All right. So I'm going to hit Show to Players. This is the quest tracker. I always like to put a quest tracker and party loot in the all players, and I usually will create a little folder called Party Resources where I will give each player a little journal that they can use to take notes, which I will actually go ahead and do right now because I didn't do it ahead of time. And I like to make them private. I like to make the journals to be private, so that way players can take whatever notes they want. They can write them in character and so on and so forth. Obviously, I will still have access to them as the game master. I can see them, but that way they have a place they can put notes. They can put notes for their maybe secret things and so forth. And also in their journal, I have the ability to write my own secret GM notes on there as well. So it's a really good resource, a really good way to kind of track things in your thing. So I really like that feature of Roll20. Anyways, I digress. So that's what you see right now. Again, people still keep milling in from the other side.
Something that I would like to know, where's the closest guard to us?
Wow, so far. I mean, I guess this would be like probably daylight, right? Let's see here. Yeah, let's hit this button and save. There you go.
There we go.
Boom.
There are guards up here.
Okay. So here.
Yep.
If you guys are pointing at something or making, I can't see it.
Perfect, because your characters can't see it.
There you go.
Does it look like we could sneak around that direction by any shot?
So that is the entrance to the camp.
And this back here, from what I can see, is still cliff.
Yep. There does appear to be another up here. There appears to be another on the far side. There's another guard tower.
I can't see where you're clicking. There's trees in the way.
No problem. Here, I'm going to pull you down here real quick. I'm going to pull everyone back to the mini-map. Sorry about that. So there's a little guard tower here. And there's the X's are guard towers. The little dots are all tents.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, people seem to be pouring in from this way.
Mm-hmm.
And coming past this guard tower. But like I said, the guards, like it's such chaos right now. People seem to just continually be trickling in.
So I would like to collect all of that information and then return to the group.
Mm-hmm. Athletics check.
I just walk back to the group.
You sure do.
I'm fighting every fiber in my being, not being a tool and flying back.
You make it back, everything's fine.
No, thank you, Lord.
I was waiting for you to be like, I spread my wings and fly, and I was going to be like, man, what a way to draw attention to yourself.
Yeah, that was my thought exactly. Plan?
Hi, friends. Welcome back.
Hi, Zed.
What'd you learn?
There is a lot of people down there. A lot. And the number grows by the minute. There are a couple guard stations. One right at the entrance, as you would expect. One a little farther around on the backside. That's the gist of what we call. Does anyone want to suggest a plan, or shall I continue with that train of thought?
Well, you're dressed like a cultist.
Sure.
I am a kobold.
Sure.
We could probably just walk in.
With you so far. My thought was to sneak around the backside and, just to give an idea, I'm talking back here, and snatch a guard from the station there. Question. Dispose of responsibly. And collect more information about which tent we'll be looking for, numbers, plans moving forward, things like that. So should we decide it is prudent to rescue the monk, we have a better idea of where to search for them, and we're not just meandering blindly through the enemy camp.
So, did you say these were guard towers here and
Yep.
here?
Yep.
That's correct. And then the little black dots are all tents.
Why not take out this guard tower? How many guards are in the tower?
I don't know.
You can't really tell.
Is
Glad
that
you
one on
find
the
that
cliff
out.
face?
Yeah, they're made of rough timbers and lashed together ropes. Mostly
If we could-
mostly kobolds.
If we could take out this guard tower, then we'd have a much better vantage point to kind of see
Right, I don't think we need to take it out. I think we need to ask some questions tactfully, whether that require kidnapping or otherwise. I think the best course of action would be to approach Kobold and Cultist, and just simply uh, play the fool. We wandered in, got lost in the woods, and ended up on this side of the camp. We're looking to report to duty to. There was rumor of a prisoner being brought in, and we're tasked with being the watch for that prisoner. Whereabouts in the camp would we go to find them? The like. Should anything go south, I've got some tricks in my sleeve, as well as the fact that both the little one and I are very good at hurting people.
You're also good at hurting me.
Well, here's the thing, Zed. It was
Yikes.
an accident. I apologize. Okay?
So Pip will say, I'm a pretty good shot. I probably could sit on one of the bluffs here, find a nice sniper nest, and cover you if things go wrong.
GM question.
Yeah, that's me.
Would I know what a gun is?
Absolutely not. What is a gun?
Okay.
Yeah.
To you, I would say that's a little bit of a stretch for bow and arrow, my friend.
And I pull out the rifle, and I say, you may not have had any experience with the Lantanese smoke powder, but this will shoot farther than a bow and arrow. It looks like a hunting rifle.
Okay. Not quite sure what to do with that information.
Yeah, this is my boomstick, right?
While
Every
Well-
fiber of me, Jabril, wants to ask him if it's going to be loud. Every fiber of Korash has no idea what it is, so there's no reason he would ask that question.
Yep.
I have to step outside and grab my groceries. I will be right back. I apologize.
No
while
problem.
the
See you in a
two of
minute.
while the two of them are conversing about this boomstick that Zed has no interest in, Zed is kind of looking around on the ground trying to find Patron, because Patron should still be the tiny
Still-
spider.
In trying to look for Patron, you're gonna notice a little tap on your shoulder and a little wave from the itty bittiest, cutest little spider you've ever seen.
Like
Oh,
Luke, like
perfect.
Lucas. Like Lucas the
Yep.
spider. Oh, adorable.
Oh, perfect, Patron. I was looking, and obviously you can't respond because you're a spider. I was looking for you, and you're exactly where I need you to be. Because we're gonna make sure that Snack Tactics is reverse rolled.
When at this time the actual patron spider walks up.
Zed's confused now.
The other spider like walks away and like dips into a funnel web.
No, I was gonna say I get on the shoulder and do that dance two spiders do when they see each other.
Yeah, there you go.
All this is occurring on Zed's is just like, will the real Patron please stop?
Oh man.
Anyways, so now Zed's got two spiders on his shoulders.
All right. The other one
They're
is.
dancing.
Do you want to keep the other one? I guess.
No, Zed's kind of creeped out that he got tricked by a regular spider, and kind of pushes it off. Doesn't like punch it, but like kind of like brushes
it off. All right. It's fine. It just hops off and crawls along the ground, and away it goes to live its life.
And then Zed looked back to his other shoulder, goes, "Okay, Patron, if that's actually who you are, you're exactly where I need you to be. If you can hear me,
Patron will do that cute little spider wave.
perfect. good. This is good. We get to do snack tactics. Rolls are reversed, but it's still good.
All right.
So like Zed's now just kind of like talking. Zed looks like he's talking to himself at this point, while he's waiting for the other two to figure their things out.
I think I've got a way to solve the metagaming problem. I think Pip will just point out to him. It will be quite loud. I will make a lot of noise.
Sounds good. So what is the plan for approach? We're walking in the front door?
I mean, we can. I can be a spider in a pocket.
Or a spider in a pocket. Well, I think Korash said we were going to try to head to the back guard tower and see if people are there. I don't know. I was reading my book.
Oh, that's Zed.
Yeah, I think he was gonna like go around the back and then try to sort of talk their way through this.
Perfect. Well, Korash,
blowing stuff up.
do you want to know what fact I was reading when y'all were talking about this?
Fact number
Roll
100.
100. I of course want to know this fact.
I was just reading that dragons are cool. That's it. Dragon facts.
That's the whole fact?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is
Dragons
great.
are cool. Dragon facts.
Wow, alright. Dragon fact number 100.
Patron will pat you on the shoulder with his little tiny spider arm.
And then he
Never
puts
try.
his little
Dragon
book
book
back
away?
in his backpack. Yeah, he puts his book back in his pocket, realizing he should probably pay a little bit more attention.
Okay. Alright, so it sounds like the plan is to go over here, is that right? To this, try and sneak around to this to this guard tower, is that correct?
Indubitably.
Alright.
Oh, good, Korash, you're back. Did you hear my fact?
I did not.
Oh, it's okay. I'll tell it again. Dragons are cool. Dragon facts.
This is amazing.
I'm gonna use that. I need you to know.
You know,
No, Korash was asking. Korash couldn't ask if it's loud, and so I just go ahead and inform him though that if I start making it, it will make a lot of noise. It'll kill people, but it'll make a lot of noise.
Alright.
Worst case scenario then.
oh, Korash, guess what?
What?
Patron, he's on my shoulder. Look at him.
Patron waves.
I would like to roll a perception check to see if I can see Patrick.
Okay. You can see Patron.
Hello, Patron.
You missed it though. There was another spider. Looked just like Patron. I got really confused.
Are we sure that's Patron?
Yeah, confident.
This
I
time.
asked for the real Patron to stop moving, and he stopped moving. So I flicked the other one off my shoulder.
I feel like you should have asked for the real Patron to please stand up.
Please stand
You
up.
were already dancing. You're, if you were both just if you were both resting, that would have been the joke.
We'll deal with that later. So the plan of attack, once we get close enough to discern the entry point and what it looks like, how many people are in there, things like that, I would like to do so.
Yeah, do you want us to stealth up to this thing?
I do want you to stealth up to that thing.
And this is
Oh,
broad
please,
daylight
let's do
still, or
better
has
than
the
this.
sun magically set?
Oh no.
The roll 20
Oh,
giveth and the roll 20 giveth
no.
taketh away.
That's a double 2.
Yep.
Oh my
Oh
goodness. Okay.
no.
No. All right, here we go.
I'm a kobold, don't worry. Don't worry, guys, I got this.
What's
So
Pip's?
really, hold on. Really, we don't need to stealth up. I was just hoping to get a little information before we walked up, because
Oh.
the plan was all along to walk up and be lost cultists.
Sounds about right.
Loki, is there a
Correct.
reason?
Koresh had the plan. It's a lot of 2s being rolled.
I'm not
It's a
okay
lot of
with it.
twos.
I mean, something about roll 20 right now.
We have a-
I go through spells where
Seems to be
digital
working
dice
fine for me.
hate me.
Out of character. Welcome to roll 20.
Carrington's over here. Welcome. Rolling is intended.
DM hacks.
DM max enabled. Let's see if I can just straight roll a 20 for myself. No, but a 13. There you go. All right,
Haven't
so
rolled above a 10 yet.
the night's young.
Excuse me. So yeah, I would have just liked to collect a little information to be a little more prepared if possible, but we were just gonna walk up, looking slightly disheveled, so I would have thrown some dirt on myself.
So we're not attacking the thing. We're just
No,
gonna.
we're not attacking.
Not outright, no. If it comes to that, then by all means, fists to cuffs.
I'll stay back then.
Okay.
'Cause I don't look like a cultist.
I
Okay.
look like a bunny rabbit.
All right. So as you approach, are you climbing up over the thing?
What do you mean over the thing?
Like we're climbing up this wall, yeah, or not this wall, but onto this plateau, because it's kind of on the second guard tower is kind of on the plateau. Yeah.
Yeah. So any way we have to get to the guard tower.
Okay. So you're approaching that guard tower, and what do you say?
Excuse me.
Who's that then?
I apologize. My name is Stanlin. We're a little bit lost.
Who are you with?
Well,
My name's Stick.
yeah. I apologize. This is Stick.
Dick.
You guys. I mean, and I'll just like gesture towards my clothes and look
Yeah.
real confused.
How did y'all get up here? No, get out of here. Go through the regular entrance.
See, that's the problem here. We got a little lost on the way around. Apparently, judging by the fact that you don't think we should be here at all, we got quite lost. And if I'm honest with you, we're late for duty. And if you could just do me a very small favor answering a couple of questions, so I can get us to our duty as soon as possible, I would be so greatly appreciative.
Just listen. Just go through the main entrance to the camp. Tell him you talked to Jerry, sure, and Jerry the cultist. And he said it was okay. Go.
Far
there.
Cry 5, Jerry the cultist.
Yep, there you go. You heard it here first. Yes.
And last thing before we let you get back to your job, do you happen to know there was a prisoner brought in? They got a little ways ahead of us. We're supposed to be taking over guard duty for him. Do you happen to know where they're keeping him in the camp so we can just head straight there when we get in?
Now we're gonna need to roll a deception roll.
Sure. No way! I don't get advantage for that for looking like a cultist.
I'll give you the 14.
The spider will slap the spider's forehead.
Just slap.
Spiders even have foreheads?
All of a sudden, the spider turns back into a dwarf. No, not really.
No,
No.
one of it. Are you serious right now?
I hate this. Alright, good night, everyone.
The cultist. I have a +5, and Larry the cultist just called me out.
I hate this game.
Oh, can we take that to a commercial?
Yeah, I think we can. All right, we'll be back in a few minutes. We're gonna take a 10-minute break as Larry the cultist just.
Here.
We'll see everyone. Well, I need a minute. We'll see everyone in 10 minutes. And we're back. Carrington here from Open Heart Games. We're continuing our playthrough of Tyranny of Dragons. Right now, we are in the midst of Horde of the Dragon Queen. We're in Chapter 2. Our heroes have saved the town of Greenest, and now they're tracking the raiders back to their camp. They're trying to infiltrate this camp, and they have encountered their most nefarious foe yet, Jerry the Cultist, who has detected them for the liars that they are, by rolling a nat 20.
Anything.
What was that?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, sorry. I asked for they'd asked for additional information and tried to push a little bit, like, oh yeah, where's that prisoner, you know, and all the other guards here. You know what? Just out of sheer interest, I'm gonna roll for them and see how well they do, because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, still a failure. Yeah, so the other cultists are like, oh yeah, they tied him up down there, and Jerry's like, nah, this is sus. Like, these guys. So that's kind of where we're at right now. So Jerry the cultist, as we named him, apparently I'm just never allowed to name like NPCs, otherwise they roll ridiculously well or ridiculously poorly. Obviously, Jerry's never been to the Academy of Carrington NPCs. Maybe we should enroll him. My NPCs roll notoriously poorly when they're on the side of the players. And
I was about
notorious.
to say, that's the big difference. This character, not only did you make him a character by giving him a name, he's on your side, not our side.
I think he's just a dude trying to get a paycheck. All right.
I think if the other three don't care about us, Jerry comes out and tries to fight us because he's the one that's sus. The rest of them are like, whatever.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back to the location right now. There's this guard tower. I'm going to put these people kind of in the guard tower because that's technically where they are. I imagine these guard towers is going to be a strange, odd reference for those listening at home. I imagine these guard towers are kind of like the opening scene to Princess Mononoke when Prince Ashitaka like climbs up the wooden scaffolding thing, because they're just lashed together with like ropes and bits of wood. Anyways, I just think that guard tower is really cool looking too. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, Larry's gonna come down and he's gonna be like, after rolling a 20, he's gonna be like, you know, that's really suspicious that you talk about that. You know, how did you know? Were you there when they captured them? And you know, trying to keep that. They ask us not to talk about that. Tell me more.
You know what, Larry? You're right, charm person.
Excuse me. Watch Larry just.
I swear to God. Larry, I'm gonna kill you. I swear, Larry.
All right. Did you just cast a spell on me?
Bueller?
Is it visual semantic? It is visual semantic.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have subtle spell?
Is that a feat?
No, it's
No,
a
that's a sorcerer thing.
yeah.
Sorcerer thing. Yeah.
Where would I find that?
Are
I don't. He doesn't get meta magic to level 3, right?
I have
Yeah.
no idea.
I
Yeah,
don't
he
get
has
meta
no
magic
meta
till 3.
magic right now.
Yep.
Remember, everyone, including the ones at home, we're only level 2.
Yes.
So
Also,
did Jerry the cultist just roll an 18?
Yes.
Yeah.
yes,
He's
he did.
cracked.
He sure did.
He's cracked.
This dude is bonkers. This is the best. Like,
Okay.
this is the best cultist I've ever
So
seen.
how far away am I from all of this?
Lethal range.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna, take out the rifle and just kind of sight it, and I'm hiding. But I'm getting ready to go loud if we have to go loud.
Okay.
I mean, I know how I want to play this out. I don't think it's gonna fly with you. Is that how I want to do it, though? Let me read real quick.
Okay. So as they're thinking about this,
Can
well,
I?
one thing I want
sorry,
to,
go
for
ahead.
those listening at home, it can be very tempting to stonewall your players, especially when something like this happens, to lead them down the path of combat. But if they come up with a creative solution, it's almost always more fun and more rewarding to roll with it. Always remember that. With that being said, continue.
I'm gonna go through this real quick. Then I gotta go make sure my house isn't burning down.
Oh, that's very important. Yep. Maybe you should do that first.
I've got water boiling on the
Oh,
stove.
I gotcha. Yeah.
We could talk about the rule of cool.
Yeah.
So what I would like to do, as soon as he says, "Did you cast a spell?" Does he have like dirt or something on him?
Sure.
would
Yeah. I mean,
imagine he's
yeah.
fairly good.
They're out here in the wilderness. Of course he does.
So as soon as I see that fail and he asks the question, I would like to prestidigitation a good portion of his clothes and clean them.
And
And
then
then-
say,
Yes, because we have to force a roll somehow here. I apologize. You stepped down and I noticed that you had a little dirt on your uniform. I would imagine you would like to be presentable moving forward today. There's a good chance that you might meet somebody important, and I hated for you to, look a little bit shabby, so I cleaned you up.
all right. I need you.
At this point, Zed just kind of taps the back of he doesn't even say the name, but taps the back of the leg and goes, maybe we should just, go around front like he said.
Yeah. You're
I need you to roll deception against my 19.
Are you
Oh my
serious?
goodness!
With advantage, we'd need it.
I'm not okay
What?
with this. I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with
What
this.
is going on?
Jerry's a trickster god is what's happening.
I just want it noted, the last 3 rolls for Jerry were a nat 20, an 18, and a 19.
Yeah,
Yep.
really. GM hacks engaged. I will be
He
right
just-
back. I have to go check the stove.
All right, we'll see in a minute. He just bats your hand aside, and it's just he's just I am growing increasingly suspicious of you. And pushes Korash. I'm gonna let Pip decide if he wants to go loud right now or not. He says, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to report this.
Is he walking away?
We're gonna say yes.
Was I able to hear all of this, or did I just
Let's see how far away you are.
It looks like right now I'm
About 130 feet away.
Yeah, so I don't know that I'd been able to hear all of it. I'd only be able to see it.
Okay.
Go ahead. I apologize.
I was just gonna say, one of my teammates, and if you didn't hear the air quotes, what is their demeanor right now? Are they looking worried? Are they looking scared? What are they looking?
One of them looks like a spider.
Who's currently got a hand on his forehead, rubbing his temples.
Which you're not going to see from 130 feet.
No.
Man, if you've got a sight on that thing that's that good, dang.
Yeah. No, not yet. Not yet. You just wait. Just wait, Henry Higgins. You just wait.
Zed, as expected, because you've met Zed, is standing behind Koresh, and he's like, I don't think he can turn into himself any more than he already has. He does not feel good about what's happening.
Okay.
The last thing I heard was I'm getting increasingly suspicious of you.
Okay, I'm getting Christian suspicious. I'm gonna have to report this.
He starts to walk away.
He starts to walk away? How many guards are in the building?
There's 3 of them up here.
I'm gonna squat down to Zed. Zed, do you think we can solve this with violence? Quietly, very quietly.
Oh man.
I'm gonna move up a little bit. I'm gonna move. I could roll a stealth check if you want me to, but
Sure.
I'm gonna move up. Obviously, squares are not 5 feet.
They are in fact not.
So I don't know how, but I'm gonna move up
Sure.
a little bit here.
Go ahead and roll
And
stealth.
You wanted me to roll stealth. Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Jerry's gonna try and detect you.
And succeed with flying colors.
Well, we'll
This
see. We'll see.
Jerry.
Yep. Go ahead and roll. It's incredible.
15.
Okay, 14.
Nat 20. Sees the rabbit. Let's go.
We're rolling. Here we go. He doesn't see the rabbit. He's too distracted by the sus.
He's too mad. All right, Karen.
Are the other guards watching?
Yeah, they're just like, oh, Jerry. By the rules, Jerry.
Anyways, Koresh was talking to Zed. Zed's like, oh boy, maybe.
Jerry.
Oh, it's too late now. I have to report this. And he goes over here, and he unfurls a rope ladder and stakes it down.
What's the drop to the next level?
Probably fatal. Why?
No reason.
This one here. This
While
guy right
this
here.
is going on, Carrington,
Yep.
can a spider climb along beside a Jerry?
So I lied. There is a reason I asked. Am I on the same level as him? Like currently?
Not currently, no.
I would like to make my way to that level while Patron is doing what Patron does.
Okay, Patron's gonna come over here.
Do you need me to make a stealth check for this, or do you need?
Yeah. You'll get advantage because you're a spider.
Fury.
But I will remind you, this is Jerry. Okay, he rolls a 2.
Jerry the cultist.
Yeah, he's too distracted right now.
I am going to, as a spider, get. Let me check something real quick.
Mm-hmm. Pardon me. He's hammering the thing.
Now
I'm
you
gonna
know.
Move up a little bit closer.
Okay.
Okay, I have a plan. I don't know if it's a good plan, but I have a plan.
I think
12% of a plan.
Very, very loose plan.
Okay.
I'm going to climb into Jerry's ropes.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait for him to start trying to climb the ladder.
Oh no. Okay, you do it.
You genius.
Okay, he starts climbing the ladder.
Whenever he is without 3 points of contact, because I don't think Jerry's like super in tune with our freaking words, but I don't know that he's the best
Dexterous.
athletic person in the world.
Yeah,
We're gonna
sure.
find out. Are you gonna bite him?
Oh, you know it.
All right. He's holding on. He's almost fallen off. Oh God! Ow!
Not only that, but he needs to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Let's go!
He fails. No, he succeeds. It's a 9.
Yeah, 9 is a success. Dang it.
He has
Alright.
disadvantage because he's been mean to me.
So he is kind of like holding off, like swinging off to the side. Do you bite him again?
I will.
Okay, sounds good.
Sorry, just as an aside, what would happen if you turned into a dwarf while you're inside his robes?
Awkwardness. That's what would happen.
All right, so you bite him. He needs to make another con save.
God.
15.
Jerry.
He is actually like you. I'm gonna say that you bite him on the hand, and because I mean that was a 23. Like that was almost a crit. You bite him on the hand. He lets go. And I need you, Patron, as a spider to make an athletics check or acrobatics. I'll let you make either.
I'm not trained in those, so is that as acrobatics a dex, right?
Yeah.
It's a,
Acrobatics is dex. The other one is strength.
yep.
Spider stats.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah. How many hit points does your spider self have?
It's like 1.
Is one.
I'd like
I think we're gonna get to see what happens.
Have you ever seen a dwarf bomb?
What are you doing inside my robes?
so Jerry just falls. And it's gonna take how far up is this? This could be relevant. I hope that Patron doesn't die. That would be really sad.
Now.
Huh?
Now.
I want to point out.
Possible, but
I want to point out that if it were to happen, man, what a way to go. All right, let's see
Come on,
here.
You can spin some web, right?
Not if he's not a spider.
It's true.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
If he's just a dwarf.
Slopes.
Now, I will say, if trying to make me necessarily fall, I do have spider climb, so I latch onto things.
Not if you're not a spider.
Not
This is true.
Not
But-
if you failed that dexterity check
But
right there to jump
also
off of
like-
him.
I would also. I didn't say I jumped off of him necessarily.
I was trying to
Now,
help
let's-
you there, but that's fine. You can fall with him
let's
if you
take-
want and die.
Let's take physics into account. So a tiny ass spider falling from a ceiling actually does not take that much damage.
He does when the cultist falls on top of him.
But what if I made sure I was riding the cultist like a surfboard?
All right. Let's do.
Would be cool.
I'm just asking
I'm
questions.
rolling the dice. Here they come. Don't die.
Die, don't die.
Oh my goodness. So you land down here. Jerry dies.
Oh.
That's just enough to kill him. And you're at 1.
As
Now-
a dwarf or as a spider?
Now, I would be as a dwarf. Now,
You have 2 hit points.
I was actually have 2 hit points. Now, I would like to say, I did say I was inside Jerry's robes, so would I turn back to a dwarf inside the smushed Jerry's robes, out of sight of everyone else?
Carrington
Just
rubs
like-
his temples in real life.
Hey, some more of that DM wisdom on everybody.
Yeah.
I'm
As I
just
said, if they
asking questions here.
have creative ideas, sometimes you just have to roll with it. What would you like to have happen? That's always a good question. You can put it in their court.
Well, all right. So, me inside Jerry's robes make Jerry fall. Realizing the error of my ways and not securing a web, I ride inside of Jerry's robes to the bottom, wherein I take the damage and explode into a gigantic, huge bulge inside of Jerry's robes with the splattered Jerry on the ground. In which I will then re-wild shape into a spider.
All
And
right.
it just looks like a poof.
All right.
from
So
where his
Jerry.
robes hit
And
So
did
Jerry-
give us a Wilhelm scream when he.
Oh yeah. Ah! And then splat. All right. So there's a dead cultist and there's a spider. I actually have. I'm gonna turn you into a little spider. One tiny spider. That's your. This is your little the little spider
Oh.
thing. Here it is.
OTS, one tiny
One
spider.
might even say an itsy bitsy spider.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get out.
Down.
right now.
No.
Ooh,
Wait.
I would like
Wait.
to
Down
mention-
came the Jerry and flushed the spider out.
Spider out.
All right, so that's what happens there. The other three guards here are like, "Oh, what happened to Jerry? Oh man, oh my gosh, Jerry's dead!" Freaking out.
Never liked Jerry anyway.
I didn't like Jerry that much anyway, but man, that sucks. Oh my gosh, what happened?
So, the front,
Character, I really want to shove them all off the cliff just because Jerry, but like, is Zed down? Zed, are you down there with me?
Yeah, Zed's right here,
Okay.
like right behind Koresh.
so the front door, like Jerry asked us to.
Yes.
Can I make my way back up the cliff as a spider?
Yes, you can. So you make your way back up.
Can I get back on Zed's shoulder?
Yes,
He
please.
says. So the front door, and I'm gonna like
Just
the
nod.
spider- The spider looks like he's had a bad time.
Were they expecting me to answer them when they asked that, or can I just like leave and they not be weird about it?
They're like, "Oh my gosh, what happened? We have to report this. What happened?"
My gosh.
Deception.
I didn't say anything. That was Jabril groaning.
Oh, okay. What happened?
You're gonna force a deception roll anyway. I don't know.
To be fair, he's not deceiving anyone.
Yes,
He's
it's,
actually telling the truth. He
Yeah, to
has
be-
no clue what I
To
did.
be quite honest, I don't know. I was gonna wait here for Jerry to report it and come back and have everything cleared up, but I guess Jerry's not too good at ladders now.
Oh, he never was. He failed that part of when we were training.
He failed ladders. Are you
Yeah,
kidding me?
yeah, rope ladders.
Shoots and
This
ladders.
guy-
He failed it.
This guy failed ladders. Can't figure out how a ladder works. But me, I can't lie to him.
Yeah, he's like the lie to me guy.
Love that show.
I'm gonna let you boys get back to doing what you do. You're gonna have to report that Jerry again failed a ladder test pretty severely this time.
I don't think he's gonna make it.
Well, to be quite honest, it's not looking good for your boy Jerry over there. We're gonna go back around to the front door. Appreciate your time, gentlemen. Have fun with the paperwork.
All right. See ya.
And we out.
I'm gonna have to remember next time that if there's another difficult guard, or if I need to do a guard, the next one's gonna be Terry, and it's just gonna be the same accent.
Terry, Larry, Harry.
I have a lot of them. Yeah, Barry.
Barry.
Yep.
This is my
Female
other brother,
guard.
Jerry.
A female guard, Mary.
Carrie.
Carrie.
Anyways.
Yeah, So once we get far enough out of earshot, I will unrevert from my wild shape and say I need 10 minutes in a sandwich.
Do you just need actually 10 minutes?
No, I need like a short rest.
I don't know about that.
Dog, I just fell off a cliff and have 2 hit points. I need it.
Gentlemen, I don't know why I'm still doing this accent here. I sincerely apologize. That was not supposed to go that far south.
You're telling me?
Oh,
boy.
Pip says you need to come up with some sort of signal word that you want me to go loud. Like pineapple.
That's funny because I was thinking bananas.
Poor Ash literally just walks away. He's so humiliated in this moment that the one thing he's good at went so wrong.
The go loud sound that I used to use for one of my groups was or that they chose actually was oregano. I don't know why. But it was just like that was the thing. It was just like oregano.
Yeah, you need a word for when you go loud, you know? Pineapple, avocado,
We're going with banana, it sounds like.
cantaloupe.
Let's go pumpernickel.
Pumpernickel?
Something you can yell, and also that you can just casually bring into conversation.
I promise you I can bring pumpernickel into any conversation.
All right, well, I need if we're talking about Jerry, I'm in. Do it.
All right. Well, pumpernickel.
All right.
Is it that he's as flat as a pumpernickel loaf right now?
That's right. He's as flat as a pumpernickel.
Is there any way I could get an hour in a sandwich?
There's no way. Well, you can if you want to, you can take it. However, it looks like they're trying to like organize, and it looks like the last couple of stragglers are coming true, so it's kind of now or never time. Otherwise, it looks like
has any healing?
No,
We don't have our cleric.
our cleric
cleric's
is gonna walk about.
Cleric's down. I have healing, but I have no more wild shapes.
I will.
Also, are you dressed like a cultist?
I was not, but I can be now.
No. I want to take some rope out and fake tie your hands together.
I don't have a wild shape to get out of the camp if this goes south. Just throwing that out there.
No. Here's the plan. What we're gonna do is we're gonna march in there with you, as stragglers who happen across somebody on the trail, and we're taking you to where they're holding the other prisoner or prisoners. And when we get there, we'll like put you in there for a little bit, let the sun go down, when our good friend Zed can see a little better, and then we'll just like peace out with everybody. I understand that my plan that I just literally 2 minutes ago made didn't work, but like something's gotta give, right?
Okay, while we walk, I'm gonna grab a handful of berries off a tree and cast Good Berry.
Atta babe.
There you go.
Pip says,
And then eat 10 of them and be very sick to my stomach.
probably not going to blend in very well.
That would be a good assumption, my friend.
Gets a second robe and puts it over him.
Gets the robe that Patron was gonna put on, throws it over him. You might
Okay.
tuck the ears, please.
Right. So he tucks his ears back.
I will do my best to settle my wings under the robe, so that I just look like a little hunchbacked.
I'm just
Yeah,
going to
Nadia.
continue to look like a kobold.
That'll work.
It's my best impression.
Are we all good with the Patrons a Prisoner exercise?
No objections here.
Let's just start walking and wait for them to say something to us.
Patron.
Yeah, I'm at 12 hit points now from eating a handful of berries. Just shoveling them in my mouth.
Do you happen to have a spare?
They say that
No, I do not. I need
They-
it all 10.
they say that just a small bite is enough to fill the stomach of a man for an entire day. Patron, how many did you have? 10.
10.
Which next month, Lord of the Rings, 20 years old. The movies, obviously the book's much older than that, but fantastic. You haven't aged today. Anyways, I'm gonna cut this back.
So out of character. There's people are still filing in, right?
Yep.
There's still quite a bit of a commotion going on
Yes, fair
as
assessment.
people are filing in. I think we can just kind of walk. Let's walk with the crowds. I don't think they're gonna notice.
I'm going to hand Zed my axe and ask him to hold on to it for me.
Okay.
Obviously, I can't be armed.
Sure. Yeah, you hand it off to him, and you make your way into the camp. And there's 4 kobolds up here. They kind of look at you, and they're like, they look down at you, and they're just like, you, where are you going?
We got him. We got one. We're gonna go take him.
Yay! They're very excited. Who did we
All
get?
right, let's go. We got this thing,
Oh, it's hideous.
isn't it?
Yes.
Just gross. All right. And
Disgusting.
I kind of like poke poke Patron in the back with his own great axe to the best of my abilities, because let's be honest, the thing is probably as big as that is.
Do you think we can eat it?
Maybe. We're gonna go find out. And I kind of
Save us some.
I kind of nudge Patron to like start walking.
What does Koresh say?
I don't say anything. I let out a small feral growl and just like look in their direction.
They're terrified.
Okay, that's good.
All right, and you make your way into the camp.
And we're walking.
And we're walking. Patron, you're in front of me.
Can we group the group together and have DM move us for a bit to
Sounds good.
minimize us all getting lost?
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
There's much merriment and stuff happening in this thing.
That was so... I whispered, of course. That was so easy. Why didn't we do that the first time?
Because never mind. So
It's because never mind. So as you're walking through this area, like I said, you notice that they're kind of like, it's very confused and there's a lot of chaos going around. Like there's no one like there's walking wounded or being taken to different places. There are lots of different things over in this area. You notice that like over to the left, we don't have to pan back much, but those folks are very organized. And like they're sharpening their blades and all of this, and they almost look like a military outfit. And it seems like each of these units seems to be a different outfit. You have a group over here that's like a bunch of like pirates almost. They look like very nefarious scallywags and whatnot. And then there's some people who are in cult attire. which is interesting.
Are there many small folk?
There are not a whole lot, but there are some halflings. There are some
And there are
halflings
kobolds, of course.
and kobolds. Yeah, most of the small folk are kobolds.
Welcome to my family. Kind of. They don't seem to remember me.
Some of the cultists, as you walk by in your cult regalia, they kind of like look at Patron and just like ha ha, and they look at him and kind of poke fun at him, and then they say like, "Praise Tiamat's glory," and they extend their hand out in front of them. Fingers outstretched that present the 5 heads of Tiamat. They praise her glory. Tiamat has smiled upon us this day.
When we happened upon the guards in the woods, was there a call and response for that?
Not that you can recall.
Okay.
You could do the same thing back to them.
Sure. I will do so.
All right.
And get the whole party killed, I'm sure.
Zed just kind of nods and keeps poking Patron with his own axe. But not to hurt, just like pretending.
And we keep shuffling, should they not try to accost us.
Yep, and they keep going on. Like I said, the cultists are very like they're very hot. They're very happy with how everything has been progressing. Successful campaign, successful raid, all of that. So I'm moving everyone along. You're able to kind of move through here, without much issue. As like I said, there's a lot of chaos happening as things go along.
This was so easy.
Did you want to try and talk to anyone or do anything?
I'm looking for a well-guarded tent that doesn't look like it belongs to somebody who makes decisions.
That doesn't look like it?
Yeah, so I'm not looking for the big tent where all the decisions are made, but I'm looking for a tent that looks, or either a tent or like cages that looks like it'd be where prisoners go.
You notice that there is, over in this direction, a very well-guarded tent. And also near it, there are some like stakes with people tied to it.
Is there an empty? Where I didn't see where you clicked. I was too zoomed in.
Don't you worry. Right over here.
Oh, you mean by Sarenrath?
Yeah, right over by that guy.
Well, I won't be going over there. He had me in handcuffs at one point.
Yep. And then over here, it seems like this is where the prisoners are kept.
This was a terrible plan. I talked you all into risking your life again. I am worse.
Patron will nod in agreement.
Okay, what are we doing?
Thanks for the support, Patron. Appreciate you. I guess if we could make our way around this way, I will do my best to pull a hood up. Does the outfit have a hood?
It does.
Uh-huh. I would like to pull a hood up.
Mm-hmm.
And try to tuck my wings under the cape even farther.
Okay. As you make your way through and like I said, continue to make your way through the camp, you notice that there are, as I mentioned, some prisoners being kept over in this area.
Can we find an empty stake as far away from Sarenrath as possible?
You can.
But hopefully near the do we see anybody that looks like the person we're looking for? I can perception if you need.
Yeah.
Is that yes to perception or yes to we see?
Yeah, you can see him.
So I'm kind of flubbing this in the lead, so if anybody else wants to make any suggestions, that would be great.
Is there an empty stake near the prisoner?
Absolutely.
I will nod my head over towards that stake and be like, and then like use my tied up hands to point at myself.
Okay. Very well.
That's gonna just kind of poke you and keep you going over there.
All right, you head over into this direction, right over here.
Before we quite get there, I'll whisper to him, like, set
Oh.
up camp nearby.
That wasn't Sarenrath. Those are drakes.
They sure are. They growl at you as you approach.
I want to steal one.
Are those considered animals?
I don't know. Let me find out. It's considered a dragon.
So the answer to that is no.
Lame. I wanted to be friends with one.
Boo hiss.
Wait.
Boo
Did you
hiss.
see
Go ahead.
Did you see dragons?
Yeah, drakes are dragons.
I know that.
Yep. So
Zed.
Oh,
Zed.
sorry.
Not friends.
Sorry. Anyways, all right, in you go, prisoner, and kind of just keep poking Patron.
I will cinch the knot to the stake pretty well, and then like, quote check the knot at his hands, and just make sure that he can pull it loose, but it looks like it's good.
Excellent. Now, tie up to the stake with them camping out nearby. Could I get an hour and a sandwich?
I mean, probably.
Yeah. So
I imagine we're waiting till night till we do anything.
that was the plan. I would like to find somewhere as inconspicuous as fantasily or I don't know the word possible.
I heard a cat randomly in
Are
the.
there-
Right, that's my cat.
No, that's okay. It's like it's a cat in the camp. Ambiance.
Rally cat.
Yep.
Still pretending to be like this pseudo guard thing. Zed sees this person.
Couple of folks walk over to you, and they say, "Ah, you found another one, huh?"
Sure did. Gross, isn't he?
Yes, disgusting, but
Covered in blood from the dead Jerry.
yeah, he looks pretty bloodied. Ah, well, we'll keep him tied up here. These are the words that Patron wants to hear. Better let him rest up. He has a hard day's work of him ahead of him tomorrow.
Excellent. Never before have I heard words that someone would regret more.
All right, and this is what Leosin looks like right now.
Oh. So not on a stake.
No, on one of those things.
Is that rope or chains around his hand?
Chains.
Of course it is.
I would, before my friends tie me up, whisper to them, make a distraction after dark, and I will worry about getting and I'll point over to the prisoner, out of here.
Oh sure.
Oh, that sounds good. Pip, you got that?
As a generous DM pointed out, bears have a climb speed.
They sure do.
Pip, you have that boomstick?
Not Zed. Not
Sorry?
right now.
Oh, okay.
We have to get somewhere quiet first.
What is a boomstick? Sounds like some kind of cool drink.
It comes from my homeland, you dumb fuck.
Language?
Language.
Language?
Sorry.
Quiet, prisoner. All right, let's go.
Do you smack him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And then he feels so bad about it too.
Okay, I'll
And-
wink at him.
And all right, I guess we'll mosey on over somewhere else.
All right, and you mosey on somewhere.
Do
you-
they follow us?
Huh?
Do the people that were being nosy follow us?
No, they're just like, all right, cool.
Sweet. I think best case scenario being closer to the mouth of the thing.
You said you wanted to be near where he was being held, right?
Well, that
Well,
changed when he told us he wanted a
yeah.
distraction.
I said I wanted a distraction. The further away, the better.
Yeah. So I figure if we could be somewhere closer to the front without being in the middle of the try-hard military dudes.
Sure. Are you gonna try to?
Be like over here, this area.
Yeah. So right down here, these campsites. Sorry, let me rephrase. This campsite, these two campsites down closest to there that are on the first level are all kobolds. The ones that are the try-hard military guys are the ones that are tucked back here, as you put them. Actually, it'd probably be these guys right here because it just looks like all these tents just look so uniform. And then we have some scattered ones here that are probably the pirates and so on. You notice that, like, as you're walking around the camp, there's some camaraderie, but, like, there's a little bit of division, too, as you have, like, what appear to be just, like, mercenaries, just ne'er-do-wells, but also cultists. But they're not all cultists.
So, can we try to find a group of mixed ne'er-do-wells that's close to the mouth?
Maybe. You want to go, like,
Now,
here-ish?
Sure.
Okay. And did you want to ask them any questions or try and engage with them or something?
Jabril does.
Do it.
Korash doesn't. I have danced with Lady Luck quite a bit today, and she has not been kind.
Did not let you lead.
No, not even a little bit.
Is there a place we can go, just like the three of us, and kind of sit down for a second and?
What about like maybe over here? Oh, sorry.
There's over here.
Yeah, I know. I hit the wrong. Or like in this area, maybe.
Feels an awful lot like backing into a corner, but
In the guard tower. In the guard tower that we were at is right there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Jerry's
Can we?
remains.
You think we could just leave? Tell those kobolds up at the front that we're like gonna go find someone else?
Ooh, we could be relieving the guard duty.
Yeah. Maybe.
But look, it can't go much worse than it had. I'm not. Nope. 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 Sure.
We're gonna leave the camp completely.
Quote unquote. Then we're probably gonna go sit on a hill.
Okay. I like this idea. The sooner we get out of this camp, the better.
I'm gonna do an interesting thing.
Sure.
We're gonna cut back to our villains. Some of them.
As if the whole day hasn't been interesting.
well,
Yeah.
We're gonna cut back to our villains for a moment, and Frulam Mondath is going to, who is a human cultist, is going to approach Resmir and say, "Worm Speaker, a moment of your time. There's been a development."
Speak.
Let's less speak and more show.
Very well.
The medical tent, if you would.
Medical tent.
Mm-hmm. As
Right,
they
Worm Speaker gets up from the desk that she was sitting at and is a bit intrigued. You better not be wasting my time.
Oh, Warm Speaker, I wouldn't dream of it. As you know, we are all here to serve the Queen of the Dragons. And I would not waste her time as I would not waste an emissary's time. But I digress.
This she just gives that, that mm-hmm.
Yes. So she makes her way to the medical tent and she says, this guard was found. This body was found. And she reveals it. And she says, what do you make of it?
Say it again?
There's this body was found earlier today, dead.
Where?
He fell, his guards say.
He fell.
Mm-hmm.
From what?
From near the guard tower.
I'm gonna just, it's like I don't want to really touch a human, but I'm gonna take out a dagger, just so I don't touch it and kind of look around. Does it look like the body fell? Does it look like it's a result of a fall?
It appears to me that it was crushed.
Crushed?
Mm-hmm.
Looks at what's her name again?
Frulum Mondath.
Frulum.
Yep, it's a heck of a name.
It's a heck of a name.
Yep.
I assume you brought me here for a reason.
I am concerned. This is what she looks like, by the way. Again. I just wanted to share this development with you as it's an oddity. And I have no explanation as to why. Or where or how this happened. But there are bruises on both sides of the body. The front and the back.
Worm Speaker draws herself up to her full height and says, I expect that you have some sort of something you want to do.
I think we need to double the guard and draw the net. I think someone followed us from Greenest.
I mean, we are in a cliff area. I don't... So, tell me this, DM, as what would be the consequences of doubling the guard is not a big deal. We got plenty of people to guard.
Mm-hmm.
What would drawing the net? What would that? Are there consequences to that? Is there a downside to it?
You definitely the players would definitely see more people move towards the front, and they would be very concerned. Like they would probably start doing patrols around, and it would be a little bit harder to get out.
And does that affect our plans at all?
I don't know. We'll find that out.
Well, I guess then if there's no downside to it, then I'm just annoyed and why are you telling this to me? You could have just told me in the tent, kind of thing, and then I would just chew her out.
Okay.
I don't know if she has a rank or something like that, and I'd probably say, something along the lines of, Captain, don't bother me with this petty stuff, right? I have more important things to do, and so I expect you to handle these situations. Do I need to find somebody who's more useful and who can think for themselves?
Of course not, Worm Speaker, and I will attend to it immediately, post haste. I just wanted to make you aware.
Just walk out of the room and just leave and, not, I'm not going to give her the time of day. I'm not even going to look at her. I'm just going to go.
she leaves. Worm Speaker leaves. Frulum Mondath just like slams her her head against the tent post, and the whole tent shakes. And then she looks around the tent, the medical tent. She says, "What are you looking at? Get back to work!" And she storms out of the tent. The players.
Testy.
And scene.
And scene. All right. So with that, there's a half elf monk hanging out next to you. What do you do there, patron?
I will attempt to get the monk's eye, wiggle some fingers, be like, "Well, hello there."
General Kenobi.
Now we have reached the part in the broadcast where we made a Star Wars reference.
Disney, don't sue us.
Yes, he says. Yes, please don't. He says. Peace with you, friend. How are our hosts treating you?
Oh, I'd say better than you.
It has been a very rough journey, but I have come here with a great purpose, and I will see it through. You notice that like one of his eyes is he has a bit of a shiner. He's got some bruises, and he's definitely worse for wear.
What might happen to be your name, my friend?
My name is Leosin Naranthar.
What was the disciple's name, by the way, Carrington? I've forgotten.
Don't you worry, I got you.
I have a very high wisdom score. I remind you. I just my person has been weeks.
I got you. So the name Nassim Walandra.
There you go.
Well, I will relay that I have met a friend of his, Wasim Valandra.
Wasim, do you know if he made his way back to Berdusk? I hope that he was able to alert some others of my order. I had hoped to be able to report more of my findings. How were you captured?
Let's just say I waltzed in here.
I see.
At that point, he is a monk. I'm not exactly sure what order of monks. However, I will pull out from my sleeve a small little sculpture of a golden canary. And see if there's any recollection on his face.
If only he had a stat sheet. Oh my gosh, he does. Yeah, that'd be an intelligence check. Let's find out. He does. I rolled it to myself. He's like, the canary is a bit odd choice. No offense, friend, for a dwarf to carry. Tell me, where did you get that?
Oh, you see, this little trinket I made along with 7 others.
A very fortuitous number.
Fortuitous indeed.
He says, there's something afoot here. I will share. He licks his lips, and they seem to be very dry, and he's still in rough shape, but he says, I was captured during the raid, as I was recognized by some of the cultists here. The woman, I think they called her Mondath. She she recognized me and captured me when I was in Greenest. I was hoping to help, but here we are. Unfortunately, captured. I haven't had something to eat in a long time, but are you okay?
Well, I took a bit of a tumble earlier, to be honest, but I feel like we may be able to scale our way out of this mess.
I, I believe if I stay here, I can learn more. And I have a knife in my boot that I can use.
I have a little bit better, my friend, than a knife.
I see. Well,
But I think that we could stay here and learn things, but I have a feeling we already have some information gathering being made. And at nightfall, we will have an opportunity.
well, I wish you luck. If you have more information, perhaps we can compare notes. I don't want to put you in danger, though. I am rather weak from from the lack of water and food and the near daily beatings. Kind of a drag.
I would so I will burn another spell slot with some more berries that I hit up my sleeve
Mm-hmm.
and see if I can chuck one towards his mouth.
Dex save, do it.
Save or check?
No, I'll let you choose.
I guess it doesn't matter. Dex is Dex, right?
Yeah, make it so.
Well, that one ain't gonna do it.
You throw it on the ground.
Luckily, there's 10 of these things.
Well, you dropped 2 of them.
Oh, fumble fingers. I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
Is an 8 good enough?
Negative. Alright, so now we're down to 7. I'll let you try to throw one more. Goodness gracious. Alright, so now we're down to 6. I'll let you throw one more.
Alright. This is not my strong suit.
That's rough.
Is 12 good enough?
It is not.
Do I have enough
I'll
left
let
to
you.
keep
I'll let you.
going?
I'll let you. This is the last roll, so don't fail.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. It's fine. It's just the only time. Yeah.
Not bad.
As you throw it at him, he catches it in his mouth and eats it, and he says, "Thank you, my friend, and may you be at peace today, and also in your solitude and your thoughts. I appreciate what you've done. I will if you are able to escape this place, I will go with you." All right. And what is the rest of the party going to do?
We were all agreed that we were leaving.
Leaving the camp?
Yes.
Without making a distraction?
Oh no, my good sir, that will come.
Okay, so we're leaving the camp. The camp's leaving. Then what?
I would like to.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how that.
Well, here's the thing. I agree. It hasn't gone well thus far today. But
That's
I
okay.
think it would be wise if we tried to hide somewhere up here so that we had a view of him, but also we could be over here is also acceptable. That way we can keep an eye, but also when it's time for La Distracción, we can make that happen.
Okay.
What says the group? Zed?
It sounds good to me.
Pip?
I have an idea for a distraction if you want it.
Sure.
Let's wait till we leave.
Okay.
All right, so Carrington, I do have one more thing I would like.
Yep.
We've already established that our cat's running around thanks to your early DM moment.
That's true.
I would like to speak with animals and get a cat to bite and loosen his ropes.
He's in chains.
Was he in chains?
Yeah, he's got those chains, remember? Bam.
Okay. That's just going to be bear strength. Never mind. I would have noticed they were chains, not ropes.
But I'll tell you what. If a cat can pick that lock, dang.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have tried, but I don't trust cats that much.
It's It would be an NPC playing for on our side. Hell no.
I don't know. Can the DM roll for him?
Again, it's an NPC on our side. Heck no.
Fair.
Yeah, 16 wouldn't quite get there.
Sure.
Yes, that is correct. A Tabaxi could pick it, but, could Mittens do it?
Maybe. Probably, because Mittens is a rogue. So probably.
Oh, yeah? I was just trying to find, generic cat name. Mittens, Garfield. Garfield wouldn't do it.
Mittens is the name of my backup character for the charity.
Oh, perfect! Oh, that's fantastic. Well, yeah. All right, so sounds like we have some sort of plan. As you're about to leave, you notice that there are actually more guards in the front. And one of them actually stops you and says, "Excuse me, friend. Where are you going? It's at this late of an hour."
Roll.
Patrol. Deception.
This can't be.
Wait, Carrington, is this person asking the questions, do they have a name?
It's Jerry. Carrie.
No.
Larry or Terry?
I would like to know that answer before I roll this, so I can just prepare myself mentally.
Well, it's not gonna rhyme with airy. Yeah, it's Jack. Bam.
Let's go!
All right, here we go. We're rolling that 20.
I hate these cultists. I hate these cultists.
It's amazing.
This isn't fun anymore.
Wait. Now, since he is wearing the cultist robes, does he at least get the 20? So it's even?
But it's but it is a crit. And he's just like,
This is no longer.
but listen, I understand, but orders have all changed. So what I'm going to give you is this is the plus. I'm sorry, but orders have all changed. No patrols except for the ones that were handpicked by Frula Mondath herself. I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of confusion going on, but I can't let anyone else out of here.
Every fiber of my being knows that I have a +5, and I want to try to tell him I was handpicked, but every fiber
Do
of
it.
my
Do it. Do it. Do it.
fake.
What are the chances?
I mean,
What could go wrong?
I mean.
worst comes to worst, you're just gonna frost ray him anyway.
No, I'm not. There's 350 people in this camp.
Yeah, but not at the front.
He's right.
DM, I need you not to encourage this shenaniganry.
Oh, I'm all here for the shenaniganry. That's my job.
I mean, hey, this is out of
Okay.
character anyway, because I ain't anywhere near you.
Team vote by a quick glance at the party.
Oh, hang on. Whoa. Chat, what do you think?
Oh my god.
I'm sure quote unquote, I'm sure it will be
I'm
fine.
sure it'll be
followed
fine.
by do it. It will be fine. Yeah.
Alright.
Followed by don't be a coward. And what could go wrong? Nothing could go wrong.
Okay.
So what is he going to do?
He's gonna try and say like, I was one of the
Something that-
handpicked people.
He's going to convince them, or try to convince
Yeah,
them.
I mean,
that-
what
that-
else is going to happen?
Yeah.
what
They're
else-
gonna put us in chains.
Then we'll be with our bear friend, and
Okay.
and the campaign will be
Here we
over.
go.
Let's do it. Let's go. I'm giving you the 16. All right then.
Oh, baby.
That's too
Oh.
close for comfort.
That
He
is
says,
really-
oh, you were? My mistake. As I said, lots of confusion. What with Jerry dying and all. She's got us all on edge.
I was about to be like, wait, Jerry died, and act like I didn't know.
Oh, man.
Along with another deception check.
We
Never
walk.
really liked that guy.
Yeah.
We walk. Yeah, that wouldn't force a roll at all, because
Yep.
I really didn't.
All right, so you walk out of there. I'm worried that like what's gonna happen here is everything's just gonna slam into emergency mode real fast, and someone's gonna have to get a Cornex battery.
Okay, so, can we...
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
To the point of...
Sun. Here's the sun. Here's the sun. Here's the sun. Here's the sun. All right, cool. It sets.
Sweet. Right. Cool. You had a suggestion for the distraction, my friend.
Yeah. So I can within, let's say, 60 feet or so, I can make a big old fire.
What?
I can make a big old fire. Have bonfire. Create bonfire. One of the most useful spells. Just set things on fire.
Wow.
Oh my god, are you gonna set tents on fire? I'm for it.
I mean, I just point at the gun here. I said I have a setting on it. It shoots flame out of it.
That is one strange item you got there, sir.
We have no idea.
I mean, sure.
Set the phasers to bond.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fush.
I'm just saying I can set something on fire if you'd like.
I wish we had established I'll do this in character. I wish we had established a like a hooty hoo to signify that we were beginning the distraction. That would have been so
Would have
smart.
been a
I
really
feel
good
like
idea.
tents burning is probably a pretty easy way to. Hey, we're starting.
I mean, I'm gonna say that Patron said to make a distraction, but Patron was not smart enough to tell you to signal him when the distraction began. It was
Wait,
just
Do you
wait,
also-
wait,
that's
wait,
big enough.
wait. You were gonna say you also.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, you also owe someone some intelligence, right?
No, I
Who,
owe
me?
someone some strength. I don't owe anyone any intelligence. I'm just kind of flat broke on intelligence.
I got you. All right. And if anyone's watching, on the left-hand side, you can see the D&D Beyond characters if you want to take a look at them closer. Anyways.
Where's tinkering?
Also, for some reason, mine's not displaying correctly, Carrington. It doesn't have my negative.
Weird.
I got an idea, which has never done us wrong so far today. Do we still have the cart with the stuff?
Yeah.
Or did we forego? Okay. What I would like is to go to the cart and see if I can find either like a bottle or a jar or something. Do I find it? I can make investigation or perception, whatever you want.
Investigation's fine. I'll give you advantage because it's cool.
Sweet.
What do you want to find? What are you looking for?
A bottle, a jar.
Oh yeah,
Something.
and we've already established that that's in there. No need to roll. You find it.
Okay.
You find some bottles.
In the stuff that we got from, or that's in the cart, was it all beer? Is some of it not beer? Like hard stuff?
Are you trying to make a bomb?
I'm trying to make a Molotov.
I can say you can take a keg and shove a rag in it and throw it.
But will beer
Can I-
explode?
Why not?
Can I assist him in this, being an artificer, and maybe make this a little bit more sophisticated than
Yeah.
sticking a rag in a bottle?
Hey,
I-
that has overthrown governments the world over.
Yeah, point.
So I have tinkering. I can create an object, like a little lined up non-magical object that we could just let it run. I'm picturing like winding something up and letting it go in, and then it explodes.
Sure. Yeah, I have no problem with that. It's gonna make a loud noise. It's probably not gonna do a lot of damage though.
No.
Well, as long as it catches something on fire, I don't care.
Sounds good.
Well, I can catch something on fire using the spell through my objects. The other thing we could do is, if you wanted to get a message to him, I could make another one of these, and
I think he'll get it.
give him a little, message if you wanna.
I think he'll understand.
Would anybody like some infusions before we go into combat?
Pray do tell what you mean.
Well, I can. Let's see. How do we describe it here?
Infusions, he says.
Yes. I can infuse an item. Touch up to 2 non-magical objects, imbuing them with one of my infusions. Turning it into a magic item.
Nice.
And the infusions that I have right now. What infusions do I have? Where would I find those?
I'm looking at your character sheet too right now.
As features, maybe. Let's see.
These infusions are confusion.
Nice.
Yeah.
So they are. They basically, you can make it into a magical item, right? Yeah, that's it. So you could basically make it into a magic sword. So I don't know that it would be super useful.
So I can give +1 to something. I can give an AC bonus.
You could give, I believe my bonus or my thing is charisma, correct? As a sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't bump my spell save DC. You could bump my wisdom.
I don't
I'm
know
not-
if it would do that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
have
have the charm person, so I don't really need anything. I'm kind of a long distance person anyway.
Sure.
So
let's go ahead. I think that we're probably going to end up doing, just because just in the interest of time, because we only have a few minutes left. A lot of this is going to be just kind of narrative, so we can try and put the plan in place. Let's go ahead and execute it and see if we can do the escape. And then I've got one more scene after that, and then we'll call it a night.
sure.
So the plan is to stand off to the side, right, and do cool stuff. Is that the
And
plan?
like big booms.
At this point, Zed, during that whole argument of like, do we set something on fire? Do we build a Molotov? Like Zed's listening to this, but Zed's just straight up like crisscross applesauce in the dirt, like with his book. He's just reading up on some dragon facts and letting them figure things out.
Alrighty. So the plan is to roll one of these Molotov barrel things into the camp, and then shoot it with a set it on fire thing.
Yeah, or I can just do a little wind up toy and let it run in there and kind of make it, make some kind of distraction.
Can your wind-up toy blow up?
No.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't blow up. It sheds light, but it doesn't blow up. I don't know if. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying if you're gonna make a Molotov, I probably can make it better.
Okay.
I was just gonna suggest we attach it to the barrel so we can roll the barrel down the hill, and when it gets down there, it just pops the barrel off. And
Yeah, we'll say that you're able to connect one of those to it. It's got a little mechanical strap on there, and good to go. Is there anything else to the plan that you need to do?
nope, that's pretty much
Which
it. We're gonna
tent
beat.
should I set on fire?
One closer to the opening so they can't get out. Like so, it's
So like
tougher
one
to
like
get
one
out.
here.
Let me see where you're pointing.
It's right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, right there. All right, so I'm gonna say that the three of you are up here. Boop. You've got your you're ready to go.
Yes.
Ready to roll the thing into there.
Yes.
All right, you.
I'll cast a bonfire on this one here, this tent.
All right, so you set a bonfire on the guard tower, and then you push this down there. It explodes and creates this enormous noise. And hey, that's your cue, bear guy.
All right. I'm going to look over at my newfound friend and say, I'm going to need you to grab on tight in just a moment. At which point, I'm going to slip out of these loosely tied ropes, and I'm going to be a bear.
You turn into a bear.
So I have a bite and a claw attack. How much do I need to destroy the thing he is attached to?
Just roll strength. Let's see what that does.
Sorry, I really wish the wild shapes were easier to manage.
They're just an other.
I know, but it always kicks me out of things.
You should be able in roll 20 to be able to see it too. Oh, that's a roll. All right, you're able to, with a swipe of your mighty claws, just cut directly through one and then cut directly through the other, and break the chains, and he's able to slip out.
Then I will. Hopefully, he climbs on my back like I asked him to.
Yep,
hold on.
he does. He grabs onto your back.
And I will climb this cliff.
All right.
Somebody cue the immigrant song.
As you're climbing out, you climb up the thing and out of the out of this pit. They are trying to marshal. They've ignored the prisoners at this point. Because they think they are being attacked from the front here.
Can we be making our way around towards that area?
Oh, absolutely. Getting. Are you all trying to just get out of there? Get out of Dodge.
Yeah, we're trying to get over to where we assume Patron and company are going to come out.
You see, there's a half elf, the same half elf that you saw, riding a bear.
Hey, that's my seat.
All right, you're able to, yeah, with all the chaos and whatnot, of everything, like the Pip is just up there with his rifle, setting tents on fire and whatnot. There are a couple of like spears thrown, but the raiders did not prepare for retaliation. Like they try to like kind of spread out, but by the time they're able to kind of investigate where you are, the five of you are fortunately long gone, and you're able to successfully escape with Leosin or Anthar, due to some Very well done. And interesting plans. So, so fantastic.
To shoot anybody.
However,
Soon.
one last scene. With in the morning, Resmir calls Frula Mondath and Langdarosa Cyanrath to her tent to discuss the next plan. They walk in together and scene.
Where's my brain? My guy
Yep, Cyanrath.
will make it a point to walk through the door first.
Just because you're first doesn't mean you first to the punishment, I suppose.
Sure, but he's very, very cocky. And
All right.
Very confident.
Frula Mondath kind of walks in, kind of with an "I told you so" look on her face.
Sure.
Report.
There was an attack. One of the prisoners has escaped. The monk.
2 prisoners.
2 prisoners. My report only had 1. Which one was the other?
Your report is wrong. There
I
was a...
thought you doubled the guards. I thought you drew the net.
I did draw the net.
So this is your incompetence then.
I suppose part of it, but I'm not entirely at fault. There are others here who are supposed to be in charge of the camp. Who else was leading these parties around looking for these interlopers? And she looks over at Cyanrath.
was given no orders.
Not that you would have taken them.
The monk is gone.
The monk is gone.
She takes her black sword and just slams it down on the table, hopefully chopping it in two.
Mondath staggers backwards.
Cyanrath does not.
Find them. Get the trackers. Find them, or I will have your head. She gets more and more angry. It's like the less and less of this sort of refined voice, and more of like the same voice that Cyanrath has.
I will send the trackers after them. But I am concerned we will not find them. They have quite the head start.
Better find.
Should our plan not be to guard our treasure and the eggs? Or relocate it?
We will be packing up shortly, and we will leave someone here to guard the eggs. Get out of my sight.
Worm Speaker, and she strides forward and she says, "It would be my honor to do so, as I have failed."
Yes, you have failed. Why would he trust you?
He or she?
She.
He?
Because it is Resmir is a she.
Okay.
She would trust me because I will have you here as well.
Someone should guard the clutch of eggs. Suppose 2 of you together would be able to keep it safe.
We can take a cadre of kobolds and a few cultists. I doubt they will be returning here. We will cover your escape.
not escape. Plans have not failed, but we must find that monk. He knows things.
Wormseeker,
And she... Yes.
do you not think they would return to Greenest?
Very well might.
Then we shall send some of our trackers there to intercept them.
Then she pushes past both of them, stands, just at the edge of the tent, and bellows, orders to pack everything up. Be ready to move within the hour.
Of course, Wormspeaker. We will see it done.
Then she turns back to both of them, grabs them one in each hand, and says, "Do not let anything happen to the eggs."
On my life, Wormspeaker, it shall be done. We shall guard them with our lives.
It will be your lives, for if you fail me, I will feed you to the drakes.
Of course.
Then she bumps out of and leaves the two of them sitting there in the tent.
And Frula Mondath realizes that this is her fault. She leaves the tent without a word. All right. And that is a really good place. It's right after 11 o'clock. What's up?
Nope, that was just me celebrating. We had a good game.
All right. Thank you all so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed our stream. We had a great time. Thank you all so much. We will be taking a break next week as it is Thanksgiving. Enjoy eating some turkey and spending time with cool folks, whether you're doing Thanksgiving or Friendsgiving or just hanging out.
Very, very important question.
Yes.
Do we get to level up?
Yes, everyone is level 3.
Heck, yeah, let's
I-
go.
Let's go! All right, everyone's gonna be level 3.
Now I can really cause havoc.
All right.
Excellent. So
Yeah.
we will see everyone in 2 weeks, and have a great Thanksgiving, and we will see everyone then. Thanks so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, make sure that you are either following us or you have subscribed to our Twitch channel. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you have a free subscription that you can gift to us if you really like the work that we do. Also, feel free to check out our blog. Thanks so much. Y'all are awesome, and have a good one. Thanks again.